is we just talk about at-tughyan. And from talking about at-tughyan, we went to talk about the innovation of the Mawlud, and we came back. Right? Ibn Qayyim, he say what? What did he say? The Tawaghit, the Ru'usum Ash, Khamsa. 5. 5. The heads of the Tawaghit are 5. The heads of the Tawaghit. Tawaghit is the Jam'u Taghut. Taghut, right? A Taghut in English that will say what? False deities. False deities. Right? False deities. False deities. False deities. So he mentioned the what you call that the there are 2 of them, barakallahu fi. I mean, Ma'adhi, I'm saying 2 of them. 5 of them. 5 of them. Number 1 is Iblis. La'natullahi alayhi. Iblis. Anybody got an extra pen? La'natullahi alayhi. Extra? Huh? You don't need it? Use it. Right? Your first one is Iblis. He is the first Taghut. Number 2, and we went over this many times. Thaniyan. Very good. Ahsanta. Man idda'a ila ibadati nafsi. Whomsoever is calling people to his worship. Whomsoever is calling people to his worship. Ustaz Hafidha al-Khamsa? تقريبا متأكد حياك الله حاول لعنة الله عليه نعم ثانيا هذا ثانيا ثالثا أحسنت ومن عبد وقف إن شاء الله أحسنت. Number 3 لحظة. Number 3 is whoever is worshipped. Number 2 is whomsoever is calling to his worship. Whomsoever is calling to his worship. Let's say the Sufi Murid, the Sufi Tijani, Shaykh, he's calling people to his worship. أعندكم أمثال هؤلاء في السودان؟ سبحان الله العظيم نسأل الله السلامة والعافية. Right? So the second one is those who are calling people to their worship, or the jinn or whatever to their worship, calling others to their worship. ثالثا, number 3, for the Tawaghit or the Taghut, as you will call it, translated, just translated in English, as what? The false deities. Number 3, the head of them, the third one on the rank, is whomsoever man ubida wa huwa radin, whomsoever is being worshipped. Not that he's calling people to worship him, but people are worshipping him wa huwa radin, and while he is pleased with that. So that take away هذا ينافي من? That disqualify Isa. أحسن الله إليك. That disqualify Isa, because Isa indeed he's been worshipped. But هل هو راضٍ عن ذلك? Is he pleased with that? لا وكلا. He disclaim himself like the malaika. Right? Like the malaika, they disclaim themselves in regard to, he say, Bal kanu ya'budun al-jinnah. But rather they used to worship the jinn. The malaika, they make themselves clean and clear for the fact that they were not being pleased of these things. Likewise, Isa, anta qulta linnasi. Were you the one that said to the people, ittakhiduni wa ummiya ilahaini min dunillah. Take me and my mother as a deity besides Allah. Subhanaka. Ma qultu lahum illa ma amartani bi. I didn't say nothing but what you have commanded me to say. In qultuhu, if indeed I said it, O Allah, you have knowledge of it. So Isa, he disclaimed the fact that he was what? Pleased with it. Is he being worshipped? Yes. Yes. And we say that whatever call to his worship, right? That was the second one. That's a taghut. But number 3 is whomsoever is being worshipped and he is pleased with it. He doesn't have to tell people worship me. But the minute that he's being worshipped and he is pleased with it, then this is wal-iyadhu billah from the ru'usut taghut or the ru'usut tawaghit. So, whomsoever is being worshipped and he is pleased with it. Naam, Abdul Rahman. Say it one more time. All right. Right. No. Meaning, let's say, this Sufi tariqa Shaykh, right? He's standing there. He is calling the people to come worship me. He might not technically say, come worship me. But he might tell them, listen, if any time you have difficulty, call on my name. Right? Isn't that a worship? Because we only beseech on who? Upon Allah Ta'ala. We only, barakallah fi, call on Allah Ta'ala. Just like the qasida of Al-Burda. Right? Ya akram al-khalqi. Mali bihi aludhu. That there is no one that I know. Right? I don't know nobody to turn on to at the time of the major calamity but you. Now, is it not kufr? Because in major calamity, who do we call on? Akhi, look, subhanallah, look at the evil of Al-Busayri. That the kuffar of the first generation, their disbelief was lighter than the disbelief of these lines of Al-Busayri. I say, listen to what I say clearly. I say their disbelief was lighter than the disbelief in the line of the qasida of Al-Busayri. You understand what I just say? You said line? Meaning the lines of poetry. Oh, okay. The sentences or the how you call those lines of poetry? Lines of poetry, right? The lines of poetry. The kufr that are in the lines of Al-Busayri. Right? They are ashaddu kufran. They are worse in kufr than the kufr of Abu Jahl and Abu Lahab. You know how? Because they used to call on Allah at the time of calamity. They only call on Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala alone. وَإِذَا رَكِبُوا فِي الْفُلْكِ دَعَوُوا اللَّهَ مُخْلِصِينَ لَهُ الدِّينَ. When they are in the ship, right? And there is, what you call that? There are waves, and it is at times of shada'id, difficulty. They will only call on Allah. They don't call on Lat, Uzzat, Manat, none of those. But look Al-Busayri, he say, at the time of difficulty, at the time of major difficulty, I don't know no one to turn on to except Ya Akram al-Khalqi, or you the most noble of the creation. What do we say? Iyyaka na'budu, Abdurrahman, wa iyyaka nasta'in. How old are you? Huh? maybe you should have teach the meaning of this to Al-Busayri. Because when you say, Iyaka na'budu, or unto you only Allah, to you only Allah, we what? Do we worship? Wa Iyaka nasta'een. And unto you Allah alone that we seek what? Help and assistance. And seeking help and assistance go along with any other things that are sought, meaning rescue, yani salvation, seeking barakallahu fikum, protection, all of that it is only for Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. But this is the song that you find that the Sufi, they'll be singing in their masajid during the time of the Mawlud. When did singing and dancing and clapping part of the religion of Islam? Huh? Ever. At the time of the Qurun al-Mufaddala, you never found none of them, barakallahu fikum, doing this. Singing and dancing and clapping in the masajid, barakallahu fik. But you find the Sufis doing it. If there was any good into it, that you find, لَسَبَقُونَا إِلَيْهِ. The companions of the Prophet ﷺ will what? Preceded us in this. Without a doubt. So number 4. Man idda'a ila ilm al-ghayb. Number 4 is whoever claim to have the knowledge of the unseen. Whoever claim to have knowledge of the unseen. Just get ready, I'm going to ask you. Whoever claim to have knowledge of the unseen. Number 1, I'm going to repeat it, is the shaitan, Iblis. La'natullahi alayhi, he's the head of him. Number 2 is whomsoever is calling for his own worship. Mathalan, he might say, hey, you know what? At the time of difficulty, call my name 3 times. And you will find me that I will be right there and help you. And we know that calling on a human being, calling on a creation, how many conditions? 3. You got 3 conditions calling on a human being. You say 3? Number 1. Very good. Ahsan Allahu ilayka. Very good. That the person has to be able. It's just like this. Right? If your father would have tell you, hey, Abdul Rahman, go lift the car up. What would you say to your dad? Well, that's nice. That's being nice. He will tell his dad, I can't lift it. I'll say, that's a very nice answer. So that's it. Yeah, so you got to be able to do something that the person is asking you to do. Number 2. Ahsan Allahu ilayka, that you have to be alive. You got to be alive. I cannot say my father that is dead a long time ago, may Allah have mercy upon, oh dad, give me a cup of water. Can't. Why? He's not alive. Number 3. Oh man, I was about to give you a big prize if you would have given me all 3. Now let somebody that know the 3rd one give him a hint, please. Just a hint, not the answer, but a hint. So our brother Abu Bakr, Abdul Rahman, Ma'dira, our brother Abdul Rahman will have all those 3. Somebody that know the answer, give him a hint. A hint, not give him the answer though. Give Abdullah, not a hint, right? Okay, give him a hint. Huh? Oh man, barakallah fiqh. I like that hint. Here you go. That's a very smart hint. He say past. He say past.
Okay, good. Yeah. Okay.
Man, Akhi, you smarter than me. That's a very good hint, ain't it? For those who know the answer though. Hint. He say past. Past.
The opposite of past.
No, don't say nothing. Past. Past. Huh? Give me another hint.
Bayou. Next.
Bayou. That's another hint. Wait.